So the Oscars just wrapped up, and as usual, I didn't watch. I only regretted that decision that one time. Through the inner workings of the internet, I heard that Brendan Fraser won the Best Actor award for The Whale. The Whale isn't really the type of movie I enjoy. I'm really more of a Puss in Boots kind of guy. And I actually watched The Whale because of all the hype around it. And Brendan Fraser did do a great job on the movie, acting, but I didn't really see any of the other nominated movies, so I couldn't really tell if Brendan really deserved it. But who cares about Oscars anyway? And Brendan Fraser has gone through a tough time, man. Just give him the awards even if he did a bad job. No joke, the last piece of work I saw of Brendan Fraser was one of those "Where is he now" videos. I remember being absolutely traumatized by the bug scene in The Mummy and then not really watching any of Brendan's work afterwards. But this video isn't really about my fear of bugs, but the fear of skinny people misappropriating the culture of obese people. Yeah, that's a sentence. I think The Whale also won an award for best makeup or something, and Twitter just lost its marbles because a relatively skinnier guy played a 600-pound man wearing a fat suit. Like, Dove, what are you doing? I have like a game theory here that Dove, the soap company, dove into this argument so obese people buy their soap, and since obese people need more soap, investigator wanted an actual fat guy, like someone 600 pounds, to play the actor. So first, I would have guessed obese people wouldn't really want anything to do with this movie, cause it really just portrays them in such a bad way. And second, there are no 600-pound actors. I mean, there might be, but come on. You're a 600-pound guy. Are you really going to acting school or the hospital? The directors obviously poured a lot of time into the movie, and they would probably want the main guy to know how to act. And plus, an actual 600-pound guy would have an extremely hard time basically going to set, putting on makeup, and just doing normal stuff actors have to do off camera. How would such a person also act an Oscar-worthy performance? I saw some people comparing this to actual blackface, which is just so stupid. It's not hard for a black person to act, while it might be extremely difficult for a fat person to act. People on Twitter just trying to get mad at anything. Have you seen some of the stuff Brendan Fraser does in the movie? An actual 600-pound fat guy could have actually died doing that. I also saw some tweets calling out the directors for being non-obese and not knowing what actual fat people have to go through. And while that may be true, the guy also directed Black Swan. The job of a director is to be able to correctly convey the emotions of the characters. And while he may not be able to relate to the characters one-to-one, a good director will always do his research because presumably he wants the movie to do well. Look, I actually watched The Whale. It's pretty good if you are into those type of movies. The amount of people just promoting obesity and companies just pandering to this movement to make some extra money, both of these, like, God. First, to the people who are into this fat acceptance movement, the companies do not care, they just don't. The companies just don't want to lose money. And I don't really care if you want to be fat and spend the rest of your life fat. For some, it's really hard to lose weight. And if you want to trade your quality of life for being able to eat whatever you want and not exercise, be my guest. I don't care. It's your life and it's whatever. People that do powerlifting are also risking injury just for big number, or those parkour videos I just can't watch. But the problem starts when you actively promote your lifestyle as the way to live, or spread misinformation on how being fat is just as healthy as being shredded. It's not healthy no matter the amount of crack research papers you bring in. Fat acceptance movement is like this. So I got fat, maybe because of my bad diet or bad genetic, whatever, I'm fat now. But controlling my diet is too hard because maybe I have no willpower and companies have literally engineered legal crack. Nor do I want to exercise because I don't like to get tired. I'm just gonna blame society and make them accept my unhealthy behavior for who I am as a person. Even though I'm not really considered sexy or healthy, I'm gonna try to gaslight everyone into thinking this is sexy and healthy. And look, even my girl Fatima C agrees with me, even though she said those to sell this very expensive drug to help lose weight. Yeah, yeah, Dr. Fatima Cody like straight up lied to sell a drug. So stupid. Yeah, look into Ozempic semaglutide. According to my research, it does work by basically making you digest food slower, but it also does have a lot of harmful side effects, like causing muscle loss, and maybe even cancer for those who don't need it. And the drug isn't even for weight loss, it's for diabetic people. So please just don't make it hard for those people to get it. Look, fat acceptance is cringe. If you want to be fat, but don't go around saying it's healthy and try to bend beauty standards to your favor. Both these are pretty unattainable for most people. Don't just look at fluff pieces of obvious pandering. Actually read research for stuff that concerns your health. And yeah, stay tuned for more Brendan Fraser updates.